got 30 seconds.
I was coming back from vacation on this day.
A lot of things going on.
I was on vacation.
I am
for the
taking
last
vacation next week, my sister and I.
On that Tuesday, or when they rescheduled, I could have made it if they did.
I didn't know the backyard.
And we were gone for
Once,
10
but we have
days, so I would
I have
have.
some tall, I have some weeds I just pull out easily, but then there's tall grasses.
We've been celebrating.
We have an
our
acre
35th
about the front
wedding
yard.
anniversary. We're
I keep
celebrating
getting
all year.
stuff like
Nice.
that.
So every time I make
Yeah, I
dinner
think-
reservations.
We're good.
I tell them we're celebrating and we get a dessert.
Plus with all the trees that really grow, I have to mow them
You wondered where that 20 pounds came from.
out. Too.
I'll
Clover.
lose it all next year because hey, we just went on a cruise. It was
And just.
Steve.
Call the meeting to order. First thing on the agenda is the approval of the minutes from April meeting. Everybody's had a chance to go over them. If there are no corrections or additions, you need a motion to approve.
I read them and I move that we approve the minutes.
The motion, need a second.
I'll second.
Motion and a second, all in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Okay. Unfinished business.
I think we have it.
Don't have any? Okay. New business maintenance report.
Okay, yeah. So since we've met last, we've gotten all the flowers planted throughout the parks and the downtown district. All of our summer seasonal help has been hired and started and going well so far. We went ahead and removed the play structure down at Kittyland, the old Galaxy structure. And we have the area prepped and leveled out for the new pieces that are coming. We also had to replace some of the curbing around the exterior of that area so that whole place was encased by concrete. That was part of the requirements of the poured-in-place surfacing that we're going to get. We have the all-inclusive merry-go-round on hand. We're waiting on the other piece to be delivered. We're probably going to start running some holes and getting things in the ground probably in the next week or so over there. So you'll see some progress if you come by. We got our swinging bench brackets for the swinging benches along the walkway. We have all of those installed now along the walkway there at Center Lake. They turned out really nice, and a lot of people were using them pretty quickly after we got them installed.
I thought that was funny beforehand. My daughter texted me and she goes, "Dad, I really like the pull-up stations you put along the trail." I said, "Pull-up stations?" She goes, "Yeah, people are doing pull-ups." And I said, "Those are swings and we just don't have to change it."
And there were actually a lot of people doing that, using them for that. Yeah. Yeah.
Venice Beach.
Yeah. Let's see. We have the new volleyball cornhole rental kiosk installed. Did you want to touch on that? Okay. They came. Rent Fund came Friday last week, and they installed that, and it was active by Friday afternoon at 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening. And by Saturday at like 2 o'clock, we had our first rental of a volleyball there to use on the court. So I think that's going to get a lot of use there, hopefully, especially with all the foot traffic there. We had a few people that were interested in using it today and had a couple problems with the app that trying to get worked out on the back end. But let's see what else. We've installed permanent bike racks at several of the park locations where we used to set temporary bike racks. We have permanent ones that we had in stock, and we figured we might as well just install them so we're not moving racks every fall and spring. And they're a cleaner look too. And then we're able to just replace single racks as needed if there's any damage. We also assisted Justin with the planning department. He asked us to throw in a couple racks over here on Market Street, and we did that as well for one of the businesses. They requested to have a bike rack out front so customers have somewhere to park their bikes. So got those installed for them. We built a storage shed for the salt for the water softeners at night at the Castaldi Fountain. We have to get pallet loads of those at a time, and we're just running out of room to store them. So,
Ever since we had the third softener installed in the building, when we had two softeners in there, we had room for the salt storage. But after the third softener was installed last year, there's just no room in there. There's room to walk around and fill them, but that's about it. So we had to figure out a way, if our maintenance facility is gone, a way to house the salt to put in there. So we did that in-house, like Sean
And,
said.
and with 3 softeners there, is that doing the job?
It
yeah,
is
it
doing
seems to be.
Taking care of it?
yeah.
Okay.
It's not overworking the other two. The other two were at maximum with just the two, and it seems to be giving time to regenerate and work through the system but better, so.
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. Oh, and lastly, let me find all my notes here. We've brought in all of the equipment for the concert on Friday night. So stages, standards, chains, fencing, all of that stuff that we need to set up for the concert, we store in our old shop down there by Center Lake. And then Thursday and Friday, when we go to set everything out, we will run it out from there, and then we'll store it back in there Friday night after the concert. So hopefully we're all ready to roll. I think the weather's going to move through tomorrow. It's going to be beautiful Friday, so we'll have a great time. And that's all I've got right now.
Questions, comments? Okay, thank you, Sean. Next up, recreation report.
Okay, so like Sean said, we have all of our staff. Mine's here too. I've had them for about 3 weeks now. Summer's been kind of a slow start with the weather, but we've been able to have 3 of our summer concert series so far. 1 was rained out this past Friday. Imagination Station, I think we broke a record this past one. We had 102 participants in the gymnasium. So great turnout for that. So far at Library Stories, we're about at 170 to 180 participants for 2 of those. Kids Fishing Derby, we saw 50. Youth pickleball classes were completely full the first week we opened those up. So all of that's going really well. Next week we'll be halfway through summer already. So we're moving right along. Sean mentioned that they have everything for the concert on Friday night. My staff is also ready to go. We have everything put together, everything in place. We're hoping for a huge turnout that night. We would like to raise a lot of money for Riley's Children's Hospital. So Friday night, if you're not doing anything, the recess opens up at 6:30, and Steven Adler of Guns N' Roses will go on stage at 8 o'clock. And then next week, we have our first Wipeout. And Wipeout is usually pretty big. I'm expecting probably about 300 to 400 people again. And we're ready for that too. And that's all I have, so.
That'd be at Pike.
Yeah. Pike Lake, yep. And that is on Wednesday, June 25th from 11 to 2. So I have all of the lifeguards working and then all of the recreation staff.
Can you
So-
explain what Wipeout is? I'm sorry, I don't know.
Wipeout is an inflatable obstacle course that we put out in the water.
Cool.
After the meeting, I can show you a picture of what that looks like. But we have, preschoolers all the way up through grandparents that come out and participate.
It's a lot of fun
So-
to watch.
It is a lot of fun to watch. I'm not going to try it.
Steve, we need to go try that.
I think he
Go
just
ahead.
challenged you, Steve.
Send me a postcard.
I can't get past the dog boat section. I
Yeah.
fall off of it.
That's usually where we lose most of them,
Yeah.
is at that section. So, but it's a fun day. Kona Ice will be there. It's just a great turnout. So I'm excited for it.
Questions, comments?
When is Wipeout again?
It is Wednesday,
Wednesday.
June 25th, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And if you're going to come and join us, you will have to fill out a waiver and wear a life jacket.
Okay, other matters.
Got Ben Michael, our carpenter, was the April Team Member of the Month. He showed an excellent effort and strong leadership in helping us accomplish several key projects. He was a supportive attitude and commitment to our team. So Ben was our April team member of the month. And then Jeremy Humes, our electrician, was the May team member of the month. He's shown a strong team attitude towards accomplishing several projects within our department and for other departments within the city. So he's made a positive impact not only on our department, but other departments as well. So Jeremy was our May team member of the month. So congratulations to Jeremy. And then wanted to tell the board that we received permission from the Board of Works to apply for a DECO grant for the proposed skate park. So we got that submitted about a week ago, last Monday. We did receive confirmation that they received our grant and that they were going to review it and they would be in touch with us. So
How much would
we
that
applied
grant
for an
be?
$80,000 grant. I don't know if we'll get 80,000, but that's what we tried for, and so excited about that, and see what happens there, so. And then I just received information from the mayor as just before the meeting that we have our other budget items that I needed to finish the budgets. I know we normally do budgets in June, but we'll do those in the July meeting, so next month will be budget meeting for July, I guess, so. And then I don't know if you all heard about the pier removal at Center Lake. The Warsaw Dive Team came and they've got a new sonar robotic sonar underneath, and they found some debris underneath there. They found re-rod and some sharp metal and stuff like that. So they pinned it all, and the construction company came back and had their own divers and removed it all. So we should be clear. It was outside of the swimming area, so we didn't worry about the swimming going on, but we did rope off the area and let them work and do the work. So it should all be complete now and safe. So I was glad to see them come back and remove that so nobody stepped on anything.
Was that included under the original contract?
It was.
Okay.
Yes. Yep.
Great.
And so now I think that contract is complete now, so. That's all I got.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you had any comments about Center Lake and without the pier and the changes that have been made?
The comments I've had are, what a change, they like it. What I've noticed is when I go down there, there's less chaos, there's more families using the beach, and it's more structured, and our lifeguards are really attentive and doing a great job at finding their zones and working and not having to worry about kids jumping off the pier, messing around on the pier, doing things they shouldn't be doing on the pier. So I think it's a good improvement overall, yeah.
Good.
I think everybody ought to be glad that pier's gone. I mean, that, couldn't use it, so.
And it's safe now.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a safety factor, and we've eliminated that, so that's good.
I think the only complaints I've heard are just for nostalgia purposes,
Yes.
not for any
Yeah.
real usage purposes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, meeting review, there's not a lot to review, folks. So we'll pass on that tonight. With that, we need a motion to adjourn.
I move we adjourn.
Motion, need a second?
I'll second.
Motion and a second to adjourn, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you.
28 minutes, Larry, you're right on.
I told you.
I can go get in the boat.
There you go.
You want to take us all for a ride?
Come on
We'll
out.
all go.
Show starts at 6:30. Yeah, any of you that would like to come see Lake City